Hello everyone! Let's start analyzing and breaking down the commercial scene. Today we're going to have such a nice living room scene, a winter scene with soft lighting without using the sun at all. So let's check the settings here. I'll show you the nuances to pay special attention to. And let's take it step by step. First, we'll look at the sky settings. They will be slightly different from what you usually see. We're using a completely different setting. This sky map gives amazing, even, diffuse light, so the lighting will look good from all sides. But it's the diffusion that gives a very bright sky effect, so we lower the intensity to very small values. Thus, we have even, soft lighting in the room. Next, we'll make sure to turn on the Corona color correct and remove the saturation completely. That's all we need to do for this lighting. There is no sun or additional lights in the scene. The only additional lighting sources are in separate spots, in the floor lamp and in the discs under the spotlights. Now let's move on to the tone mapping settings. There is a fairly large exposure here because we have a very dark sky. I was playing with the settings, so I had to compensate for something. Next is the vignette setting, which darkens the picture around the perimeter and adds an artistic effect. I shifted the white balance to a warmer shade of 7100 because the weather outside is very cold, so I wanted to make the interior warm and cozy. I added a little green shadow to the image because without it, the picture has an unnatural purple hue. Compare them. It's a bit noticeable. We remove the saturation just a little bit. We set the compression to 5 to get rid of those awful highlights. And then my favorite filmic, which adds a very cool contrast, a low compression value and 1 on the shadows. Here it is without it, and here it is with it. The difference is very noticeable. This setting helps a lot and makes the pictures very contrasty, just as we like them. We have a contrast value of 2. I do not recommend using more than 2-3 because it greatly affects the rendering speed. LUT is a standard grunge of 1. It also has a very strong effect on the picture. Therefore, I add these settings before adjusting the sky and focusing on them. This is what it looks like without LUT. That is, I have a proven working combination of rich shadows and LUT grunge. Only these two settings dramatically affect the contrast in the picture. If you remove them, you will see how different the result is. It's very gray with no lighting. So these very settings play a big role. We also have default settings which give a little glow from the window, and sharpness settings that make the image sharp. These are all the settings. However, I'd like to talk about an interesting detail that very few people pay attention to. The glass material settings in the windows. The glass is in the last stacks of Corona ray switch material to ensure that light passes completely through the glass. Therefore, all dark rooms are very well lit. And the last point that I'm often asked about is where and how to create the background behind the window. It's super easy. I use HDRI maps that can be found on Polyheaven. They are free in 16K. If the customer doesn't provide a photo of the background behind the window, then we use something similar to HDRI. So let's see how it's set up. I load the HDRI through a regular standard bitmap, always with the outer environment setting. I reduced the map a little bit and positioned it so that I have the desired area in the frame. Made a clear picture having reduced the blur. And then we add the Corona color correct map. We work on the temperature. I want to make a cold shade because it's winter in the picture. If you turn the balance back, you'll notice that the image has a warm hue. That's why the cold picture looks harmonious. I lightened the background a bit and added contrast. Without it, the image looked very gray. But to make the dark trees noticeable, I decided to increase this value. Where should we place this map? In the settings, I added to the refraction override stack. Why here and not in direct visibility? It all depends on the parameter in the glass. If the glass material has the thin, no reflection parameter, then we have an ambient reflection in the glass, and the refraction and reflection settings in the general settings do not work at all. Which is why you can place HDRI in the direct visibility stack. Then this map will work and be visible. But in all glass objects and mirrors in the room, only the general sky will be reflected. However, if we turn off the thin parameter, then we get general reflections in all glass and material surfaces. So you need to place the HDRI on the refraction stack. I have a glass table, so I wanted this forest to be reflected in it. If you don't have glass surfaces or mirrors, you can use the direct visibility stack method. Let's also check other cameras. I like this one. Here we see a technique with local lighting. I placed the discs under the spotlights to create additional light accents because this corner was very dark. So I added these local sources, which are logically placed under the spotlights. From the other angle, this shot looks like this, overlooking the kitchen. Very soft and warm lighting. And that's it! Try this lighting in your projects. Next, I'll provide a video on finding clients, and if I have time, I'll shoot a tutorial on tool animation. Thank you!